So do we have attendees? As of now, we have just the three of us. So let's wait for a few minutes. And anyway, what we will do then is we will start the conversation, and we have people coming on now. Andrea is here, Marjorie is here, Steve is here, Shalaka is here. So hello everyone who are joining. We will hang in for a while, for a minute, and see let a few other people join in, and then we will start. For everyone who is already online, what you would see is down on your screen there is a chat button and there's a Q&A button. So you are feel free to chat with other participants, other attendees, and if you have a question for any of us, please use the Q&A button over there. So that's we have other people coming in. Hi Greg, hi James. Thanks for joining, and thanks to everyone for being the guinea pig of the for the session. This is the first one that we are attempting. We are trying to do from the Woodbridge Downtown, and welcome to the first ever interview where you would also be able to ask questions. So the session is being recorded, and you will have a preview or a view to an access to the session later on too. So in the interest of time and to be respectful of those who have already come in, let's start the session. So we have Amanda of Milek, who is the owner of the Max Fitness in the downtown. We have also Nancy over here, Nancy Drumm. Before I go ahead and introduce them, I have a quick poll for you, for the participants over here. So here's a bit of a trivia to test whether you know the Woodbridge Downtown or not. Like how many independent pizza places does the downtown have? Don't be shy. You can. There's no prize for this. There's no penalty for this. And they have the answers are coming in. There are still a few people to vote. It's almost there. 62% of you have voted. Should I wait for another one? I think you have had your fill. So let me end the polling and share the results. So 20% of you have got the independent in the downtown. So Nancy, are there any other, like besides Pino's and San Remo? We do have Domino's, but that's not one of the independent places, right? Like in the downtown, there are just two of these.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure that Rahway Avenue portion of Domino's is part of the downtown.
Downtown or not. So to be safe, like there are two. Anyway, that's part of a chain. So that was the first one. And let me ask you another one to see how. So I have another quiz for all of you. So we, without getting into specifics, which has been the longest business? Do you think the longest business has been here for 50 years, for 75 years, for 25 years? What do you think would be the answer? So 37% has of the attendees have voted. Let's wait for a few more. 75% have voted. So that's 40 seconds is good enough. I'll end the polling and let me share the results. Now, we don't really know how, I don't have the exact date in an ad or something, but the Rio Diner has been like around 1944. There was an ad taken out by them which said that they had been in the downtown at that place for over 20 years by then. So that's I think that's the oldest. There's another monument shop which has been there for a while. It has changed locations. There are some businesses who have changed locations and have been there for a while, but I think that's the we can safely say that that's the one. I have a couple of other quizzes. Let me go through another one just to get a sense of where are the people from. Are you from Woodbridge? Are you from a neighboring town? You are near in New Jersey, but not near. You're a bit away from like whatever your definition of the distance is, and you're not from Woodbridge. I mean, you're not from the state. So I have 37% of you who have voted. It's give it another 3-4 seconds, and I'll end the polling. Share the results. So it's about one third, one third, one third. That's quite interesting.
Cool.
And just before we get to the to as a good jump off point, we do have a downtown business being interviewed. So where do you shop? Do you shop always at the mall? You have a mix of shopping, or you just you don't ever go out of the downtown. That's we need to give those people like a huge prize. So it's another 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and I will end the polling. So there is 25. There are 25% of the people who say that they are diehard downtown shoppers. We wish you spend all that money in our downtown. You must be going to other downtowns. So that sort of is the brings the close of our polls. And speaking of downtowns and stuff, so Nancy is the advocate of the buy local program in our downtown, and that I met her at one of the mayor's breakfast meetings where she was there. I got to know her as the membership director of the Woodbridge Township, I mean of the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce, and as the councilwoman of the first ward. But like as over the years, that was about 6 or 7 years back, and over the years I have got to know her better. She is committed to the small businesses. She is committed to developing the community. And your family has been here for about 6 generations now, right, Nancy?
Yes.
So you have been a real Woodbridge Township person. And if you want to add on anything to that, feel free to do that. And please then go over and introduce Amanda, and let's go proceed to
Thank,
the
thank you.
conversation.
I'm happy to be part of the Skinny Pig operation here. Thank you for preparing it, and thank you for yourself advocating for our downtown, which are vital to our community. We're a huge town. We have 10 towns in Woodbridge Township, so we're big and bold, but they have a beautiful downtown here in Woodbridge proper, and I'm proud to say that I am the councilwoman here in that area. The downtown, the Woodbridge Downtown Association has a motto, and it is keep going. We're behind you every step of the way. So this is wonderful information that we're doing here. This interview series, this is the first interview, and we're doing many of those. So I would like to introduce Amanda Milek, who is the owner of the Max of Woodbridge, who doesn't go as far back as the Real Diner, and she's not a pizza parlor. So she is awesome. And I met Amanda 2.5 years ago when she came to, is it 83 Main Street in part of Woodbridge Township. Our downtown is so different, I think, than any other downtown. We have so many variety of different types of businesses. And to have this type of business on downtown, I am so excited that Amanda will talk about it. So Amanda, take it away. Tell us about your business.
Okay, well, again, I'm Amanda. I'm the owner of the Max Challenge of Woodbridge. Thank you for having me. The Max Challenge, I can't say enough about it. It's an amazing place. We combine unlimited fitness classes with a full nutrition plan. You don't have to guess what is good to eat, what you should be eating. We tell you the types of foods, the portions, the times of day to eat them, and we coach you through that. So those are two aspects. But the biggest aspect of our program is really that unlimited support and that motivation that you're getting to go through that entire program. You're not alone. A lot of other programs out there give you a piece of paper, tell you to do some jumping jacks, and send you on your merry way. Not us. We really, truly care about our members. We want to see them succeed, and we do everything in our power to do so. That's really what we're all about, transforming that mind, that body, and that spirit throughout those 10 weeks.
So do you think that, I know that the Max is a franchise, and I know that it is very successful throughout the United States and maybe internationally, I'm not sure.
Not yet.
Do you think that the result of the success is because you marry those three components into your program? The nutrition?
Yeah, definitely. Because I think a lot of times what happens are you have those gym rats, you say, you know, people that are constantly going to the gym, working out, right? They might look fit, but inside they're not fit, right? They might have high blood pressure, they might have high cholesterol, those things that you cannot physically see. And that diet is a super important component in making sure that your whole body, inside and out, is healthy. And that's where those results, I mean, our results speak for themselves. You know, we've had many members that have gone through the program that have seen tremendous results. We don't make any medical claims, but we've definitely had members tell us they're lowering their diabetes medication, they're getting off of high blood pressure medication. These things are really, really important to be coupled together because people are usually doing one or the other. But that support, come on, we're not, many of us are not self-motivators, let's be honest. So you need that person there cheering you on and telling you that you can do this, because we want to give up sometimes. We're all human, but we don't let you fall. We don't do that here at the Max.
So when you say that you give them a nutrition guide, can you just like talk about it briefly? What is that? Is it a shake? What is that?
These are the nutrition guides here that we hand out. There's 4 stages of nutrition. We literally go through these nutrition guides step by step with our members. We usually have a big kickoff before each challenge starts where we go into detail on everything. In these guides, it tells you, let me pull one up. It tells you basically, you know, the right types of foods to be eating in the different categories of foods. We go into the different portion sizes and telling you how to measure everything. Telling you when to eat those foods. showing you healthier options. It's not a quick fix or a fad diet. We're not starving members. You get a lot of food and a lot of great food, and you cook the food that you like. You're not strict on grilled chicken and broccoli every day. That's what a lot of people are scared of, but that's not what it is. It's really just a plethora of different types of food that you can really make to your liking.
So I think you guys do a really cool thing over there at the Max. And prior to someone signing on to the 10-week challenge, you have a kickoff of some sort, or you have people come in to learn about what's going to happen or what you do in those 10 weeks. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So we're actually hosting a virtual kickoff now because we can't be together, you know, social distancing and stuff along those lines. So we're doing it online. But when we are in the center, our entire staff is there. We go through goal setting. We go through the nutrition. We hear from members who have seen tremendous results. We introduce the staff, some staff talks. We go through kind of tools and tips to be successful on the program. A lot of different resources that we have. We have a member-facing website that you can log into to get the nutrition guides, to get recipes. You can literally pull up a day of the week and click on it. It'll tell you exactly, you know, a meal plan if you need help that specifically. So we teach the tools and the tips and show you that you're not alone. That's the scariest part, I think, is people taking that first step into the gym. We've had people tell us that they sat in their car the first day that they came and they never came in, you know, but we're calling them that day, hey, you're supposed to start today, where are you? You know, to make sure that, you know, they're not alone. Again, I keep saying that because that's what, there's fear in people's eyes when they're thinking about health and fitness, and we kind of ease that. But that kickoff is really a great way to jumpstart the challenge starting, getting that goal setting in mind, focusing, finding those targets, and taking those little steps each day to hit that end goal and whatever goal somebody comes in with.
And what are your hours? What's the opportunity for someone who is a member of the Max?
So when we're open, we have 7 class times a day. AM classes are 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and 9:15. And then in the evening, we have 4:15, 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30.
So a typical class is 45 minutes?
45 minutes from start to finish. We're very strict on starting and ending on time because we know everybody's time is precious. We don't want to waste yours.
And so every day of the week, do you do different parts of the body? How is it structured as far as exercise goes?
Sure. So on Mondays and Wednesdays are our cardio training, HIIT training. Fancy word for just bringing your heart rate up and down to burn that fat. On Tuesdays, we focus on your upper body, so that's going to be everywhere from your waist up. Thursdays, lower body, you guessed it, everywhere from your waist down. And then Friday, we throw in that cardio kickboxing.
What inspired you as a new business owner to do this? To own a Max challenge?
To purchase one? Yeah. So my story wasn't a physical transformation story. So I joined another Max center. Long story short, I lost a couple people that were pretty close to me in a 6-month period. I was very upset. So I remember sitting in Starbucks, in the parking lot, drinking like a Frappuccino and like bawling my eyes out, right? So I was scrolling on Facebook. I saw the Max challenge there. I ended up calling the owner, signed up like that day on the phone. Physically, during the 10 weeks, I lost weight and I felt great. Just comes with the territory, but I'll tell you, like mentally, my whole attitude changed. I mean, I was not somebody that liked to high five people, I'll tell you that much. And now that's what I do. I love it. I wanted to inspire others to get out of that dark place, that fitness can help you do that. And I knew the minute I stepped in that door that this was the place for me and I had to pay it forward somehow.
How does it feel being a business owner? Because there's all different kinds of businesses, right? So you're in the business of wellness and health and, you know, making people feel good and get healthy and eat right and enjoy life to the fullest. how does that make you feel every day as a business owner of this type of a business, how you're impacting the community with the work that you do?
Well, I'll tell you, every single day, it's fulfilling. I have members reaching out to me and thanking me and thanking our entire staff that we've changed their lives. Something as simple as we've had members tell us that they took their skinny jeans that they had in the back of their closet and it's too big now. We've had people tell us that they can run after their grandchildren now. Before that, they literally had their grandchildren in like one of those little pet pens because they couldn't run after their grandchildren, you know. So these little silly things change people's lives. And I'm going to tell you, like, if I do nothing else in my life, this is what I was meant to do, to help others.
Excellent. And I've never seen you with your hair down. You always have your hair back. You're always doing a workout session and you look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
So, you know, we really appreciate you being here. And can you talk to us a little bit about what it's like having a business in the heart of a town? Is that a good thing? What are the perks? You have great parking, free parking. You have other businesses that are in the downtown. Talk to us a little bit about, you know, some of those benefits and some of the maybe co-marketing that you do and how you interact with other businesses. And I would think it would feel good to be in the heart of a downtown with a business. How does that?
I mean, absolutely. I think it's great. I mean, I just recently moved to Woodbridge myself. I bought a house in September, so I'm now a resident of Woodbridge.
Yay.
But it feels great. You know, it feels like you're really a part of something. People are like, hey, I drove past the Max, you know, because literally everybody drives up and down Main Street. Parking, most of the time when you're on a main street, like we have Maxes in like Madison and Morristown, and they're on main roads, they can't find parking. Woodbridge is great. They built that big parking lot in the back. There's always spots even on Main Street. So that's awesome. Like our members never complain about that. Business owners in Woodbridge are pretty awesome. I have to say that. I mean, people are willing to cross market, to help you out, put flyers in. I mean, we've put flyers for different things going on, whether it's like things we're hosting for the relay or things, you know, we're hosting in the center or challenges coming up. So businesses are great. So we partner with Yo Delight. They are selling our protein shakes. They use Max Protein. We've come up with different recipes so that they are Max compliant. And then we've actually recently in the past year just started partnering with Wanna Smoothie and Michaela, and she sells our smoothies. We're currently in the process of getting those compliant salads, but then COVID happened, so that kind of took a back seat right now. But both businesses, if you show your key tag, you get 10% off, which is pretty cool. So it's an added benefit for our members. And I love supporting other small businesses and you know, and getting other people business in town and just helping each other out like a little family, I guess.
I know that ever since the get-go, I mean, I see you at the street fairs, I see you at the car shows, I see you at the Relay for Life annual Woodbridge events every year. You're always very participatory, and we really appreciate that. And we want you to be a model for other businesses in the downtown to follow, because the more engaged you are, the more people know about you and the more aware they are. And I know you just mentioned the COVID pandemic. Do you want to talk a little bit about how your business model and how you've had to transition what you're doing now to that? I know you're doing some outdoor exercise classes, and talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so like many other businesses, we were hit hard in the beginning. You know, we decided as a franchise to close before Governor Murphy shut us all down. We didn't want to risk any of our members' health, so we decided to close down. We made that decision the Monday before, or the Saturday before, and by that Monday, we were virtual. We didn't waste a minute. We got those classes up. We were hosting them from the center with 2 of our employees, myself, my manager, and my lead instructor. And we started like full force, giving the members everything that we possibly could. So virtual, we're 100% virtual. We have 5 classes now virtually. We still have that nutrition program, that nutrition coaching. And now Governor Murphy has lifted some restrictions on the outside. So last week we just started our outdoor classes. It was so great to see our members. And now that's even increased, so we can have a little bigger classes. We've been doing this week 3 classes outdoors. Last week we did a charity class outdoors, and we're going to try to do 2-3 a week now if we can, so we can see our lovely Max members' faces, because it's so weird being behind the screen all the time with them.
I can't imagine, but
So,
made it happen. I'm sorry, Shoma, go ahead.
No, I'm curious, Amanda, when people come for the virtual classes, so there is the training going on, but when they come to your location, they also have the ability or opportunity of meeting other people, right? So there's the community feeling, or one person encouraging another to go that extra step and take the so it's by yourself there. It's not always an easy journey, but if you are there with a bunch of other people, then it becomes a bit easier.
Sure.
So when you get into the virtual environment, do you also organize like virtual happy hours, or so that people can talk to each other? And how does that work? Or do they find ways to anyway interact with each other?
Yeah, so we had a virtual happy hour every Friday night at 8 o'clock. We just stopped that the past 2 weeks because it was getting nice out, so not a lot of people Friday nights were jumping on. So we were doing that from March up until basically mid-May. Happy hour, we get on, we play Pictionary, we play that heads up game. We even log in about 15 minutes early for the classes before they start, so that members can interact with one another and kind of have that little chit chat with one another, so that they can stay, as a community as best as we can. Plus we have our secret Facebook group. I say secret because it's not searchable. It's just for our Woodbridge members. And everybody interacts, cheers each other on, and really, really, supports one another through there.
I had the pleasure of meeting one of your staff members, Kazaya. She is lovely, and she came to speak with me about doing an event in the back parking lot with vendors as a fundraiser for Relay for Life, but it kind of went by the wayside because of the pandemic. But my experience with you, as well as your other staff members, they are extremely nice, caring, and really, really want to do something great for the community. So your business is stellar. We're so happy to have you here, and so glad that you've been able to sustain it and hopefully get through this challenge, less of a better word, the challenges of the pandemic for your type of business. Yeah, I'm very happy to have you here. I don't know if Shoma has any questions or.
Yeah, I do. Before we go ahead, just shout something for the attendees. I did notice that someone dropped out. Not sure. What we have is for this specific interview, this session. Amanda is going to give away one of her 10-week challenges, and I have the names in a bowl over here, which I will draw, and from the people who are here. But you have to be there for a few more minutes for us to get to that to get on over there. So Karen Fisher. Nancy was here on the call, on the thing. I don't know whether what we'll do if she's not able to if her name gets drawn and she's not there. I see there have been a couple of people who have joined in, so I'm searching for their names and I'll drop it into the whole thing. Amanda, would you want to talk about like the 10-week challenge in a bit more detail before I do the drawing, so that people know what they are getting? And I did post in places that it is a $500, a $499 worth, but you are giving it away for free. There's, I think, outside this session, they can buy it at a discounted price.
Yeah, I can talk about that.
Yeah, please.
So normally, the way that it works for our 10-week challenge is when we're in center, it's usually $4.99 for the 10 weeks. So that, again, like I spoke about previously, that comes with a full nutrition plan. It's 10 weeks of nutrition plan. That comes with unlimited fitness classes. So as I told Nancy, we have 7 a day. We have members taking 2 and 3 of them a day sometimes. We literally will call and hunt our members down if they don't show up. It kind of doesn't matter how long you've been with us, whether it's a year, 2 years, 2 days. We want to make sure our members, we're not a charity in the sense of we're taking people's money for them not to come to a gym. We want people coming in and working out and seeing results, because that's really what this is all about, is people living happier, healthier, more fulfilled lives. And us just taking your money and you're not coming in and working out isn't fulfilling anybody. So that's really what we try to focus on. Like I said, normally the challenge is $4.99, but with the pandemic coming on, as long as it has, we've actually cut that price in half. So it's only $1.99 for the entire 10-week challenge. Depending upon if we're able to open up even midway through, that includes in-house, if we do open up in the middle of the challenge. And it's actually only $99 down, so you don't have to pay the full $199 up front. So it's $99 down, and you don't have to pay that other $100 until the end of your week 3. So another big thing about the max is we have 100% money back guarantee. So if you come in, you finish your 10 weeks, and you are not happy with your results, but we track attendance, so we know if you've been showing up. So if you've been coming in and you're not happy with your results and request a refund, we refund you at 100%, no questions asked, or we allow you to restart a full 10-week challenge. So there's literally no risk in joining the Max Challenge, all reward, because you're going to see results.
And there's a winner, right, Amanda?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So at the end of our 10-week challenge, we choose one finalist per class time. Each trainer will choose one. And then their peers, the members, they vote on the 10-week challenge winner. So the 10-week challenge winner, we have a legacy program, which is a month-to-month membership once you complete a 10 weeks. So it's a month-to-month billing cycle. So what you win is either a full year free and a free challenge to give away, retail $4.99. Or we give you $500, 5 free months of legacy, and still a free challenge to give away. So that's essentially almost $2,000 worth of free stuff for winning the challenge. And it's not based upon weight loss. We don't weigh anybody. That's not what it's about. It's based upon really transforming your life, your mind, your body, your spirit, seeing changes in yourself. You know, we have people, see the red wall behind me? We had people hugging that wall in the beginning of the challenge, and then they worked their way up to the front. You know, that type of change, that's what we're looking for. We want people to be more confident. So that's what we base that decision on.
And Nancy, remember we had Kathy was one of the winners, right? The Kathy who used to be the downtown liaison, like she used to be the person who would be walking the streets.
I think that was before Amanda, though.
Right. That was a few years back before Amanda came in. So, so with that, like let me do the drawing. So here is the thing which I'm drawing, and I have a piece of paper, and let me see who the winner is. So can the person, can you see the name?
Shalaka.
So So she is here. Shalaka, I have given you access to talk. You can unmute yourself. If you can, would you want to be seen? Like, would you want to be turn your camera? I can give you access so that you can come on camera if you are comfortable. If not, that's okay. You can just speak.
Okay, I'm here. I don't know how to turn on the camera, but I'm here and I'm very much excited about winning this. Actually, to tell you guys something about myself. I had done some weight loss before. It was long back though, almost 10 years back. I had lost 72 pounds in 7 months. That was my maximum.
Oh, we lost her. She's back.
No, we didn't. Shalaka, I have promoted you as a panelist. So what you should be doing, able to do, yeah, there you are.
Hi, how are you?
So there's a winner, like for everyone to see that.
I'm sorry, I was not ready for it.
No, that's okay.
You're going to love the Max, Shalaka. You're going to love it.
Okay, and I heard good things about it from one of my brother-in-law. He is in East Hanover, and he did it. He didn't have too much weight to lose, but he reduced a lot of, like, you know, all these blood tests came quite normal, blood pressure, cholesterol, a lot of things like that. So I'm looking forward for all those things. And I'm in Somerset, by the way.
You're in Somerset, good.
Yes.
So that will at least bring you to Woodbridge Downtown quite regularly when we open.
Yeah, and I work in Edison, you know, L&T, Larsen and Toubro, that office. So it's quite close, I guess.
Okay, yeah, so you work for L&T.
Yes.
And so what I'll do is I will send out an email copying Amanda and you, and so that you can get in touch with her and do the next steps, whatever you have to do. Good. Congratulations on finding us. How did you find this interview?
Actually,
where did you get it from? Like, where did you get the information from?
Actually, it was from meetups. One of my friends told me to do that. So she goes to meetup and she said there is something she found. There is a meetup.
So I had posted it in, shared the information in one of the meetups that I run, which is New Jersey's social media marketing. And she must have gotten the information from there.
I specially signed up for meetup just because of that.
Okay.
But good, I did.
Good. I will now take you off the camera, Shalaka, but we should, I'll send out that email, and you will be able to then go forward and get.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Amanda. See you soon. Thanks, Shama.
So I have sent her back to the attendees list now. So, and the Q&A is open. Anyone who would like to come on camera, just as Shalaka did just now, please drop in a question, like say so in the, if you have anything to share, any experience about the downtown, to share any questions that you have of Nancy or of Amanda, you can type in your questions, and I if you want to, I can bring you the same onto the camera the same way that I did with Shalaka. Otherwise, you can be on audio and ask those questions. But feel free to. So now is the time to go ahead. If not, I'll perhaps choose a volunteer. Let me do that then.
Something.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
I mean,
Nancy.
so what advice do you have for other women who are thinking, because you are a role model for our women in business, and I just wondered what advice you may have, other than, you know, don't be afraid, you need to take some risks. Any thoughts or any words of wisdom in your 2.5 years now that you can share with other women who may be thinking about doing this?
I think one, do your research before you jump, right? Fear can also be led because you're not knowledgeable about certain things. So definitely do your research. I did a lot of research before purchasing a Max. And I think the biggest thing too is don't do anything for the money. Okay? That is the biggest thing biggest advice I can give to anybody in a career or in a business is do not do anything for the money. If you're not living your passion every day, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Money comes, money goes, right? Live with purpose, live happiness as much as you can. That's all that I can say.
It was great interview. Thank you for what you do every day and the kind and caring you are. And thanks for being in our Woodbridge Downtown. We encourage others that are looking for a place to come on down and come be our friends, come be our neighbors. We'd love to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you are in the downtown area, those who don't know me, I think most of the attendees do. You will bump into me somewhere or the other, especially if I know that you would be coming. And then that's why I did not try to introduce myself because I know most of the folks. With that, let's hold on. There is something in the chat. Greg says thank you to Amanda. Greg, thanks for coming in, attending this. Thanks everyone who has taken your time out. I don't know whether 6 o'clock was the right time or not, but thanks anyway. If you have any feedback, please feel free to send out an email. Any feedback, like if you want to see one of your favorite businesses being covered over here, or if you want to suggest something that we should do in this session, in these type of sessions, please do let us know. This was the first one. I'm hoping that we will have at least 30 or 35 of these going forward and increase the frequency. So Amanda, for you, since you were the guinea pig, maybe we will be able to bring you in back to one of these again later on.
Sure, absolutely.
So with that, let's end the session. Thanks everyone for joining.
Thank you.
Bye guys.
Thank you.